Hey G-Squad, welcome back to episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode, we got this Kumic here. And pretty much what this is a new product here from LG that's called StanbyME. So I saw online that they had another one available coming soon. Hopefully, I think that was like a 4K that you guys can flex it and everything. So I'll probably get that one in the future and show you guys what that one looks like as well. But for right now, we do have this product here that is really big and it is a little bit heavy, so keep that in mind. So this one, I believe it is around 27 inch or so for the screen that you guys do get, and you guys can bring this anywhere because I think it's like wireless or something. It is a screen here that you guys can use for watching stuff on here, and it is 1080p, so pretty decent quality in terms of what you guys do get. But first thing, let me open this up and see what we get inside here first. So I want to bring it down here, open it up. It said welcome, and underneath that we have everything here for the different parts. So we do have the cord. We do have the user manual. So this is pretty much what's provided for you guys here, which is like the user manual and stuff here. We do have the cord for you to plug in to, I guess, recharge it or keep it activated when you guys do plug it in. Inside right here, they also give you some more stuff as well. Let's take a look. So there is the user manual and there's this part right here. Not sure what this is for just yet, but it is something magnetic here with some screws. So we'll figure out that in a second. They also give you guys, I think, a remote control here as well. And this one, it is powered by two I think AA batteries right here, which you can also use your own. But here's what the remote control looks like here. And then right here, we do have the package that's all well protected when you guys first get it. So we have this part right here. You probably need to open this up. So this part right here, bottom part right here is probably where you guys want to insert it onto the stand itself. And this part right here is probably for the screen. So we do have to set all that up in a second. Let's put that here for now. Take off this part right here. And then we do have the foundation or the bottom part, and we do have the actual screen itself. So let's take off the screen here first. And let's put the screen over here so I don't drop it or break it. And let's take off the feet as well for the foundation or the bottom part. It is pretty heavy, so keep that in mind. So what's cool about this stand as well, they do have the wheels, so that way it can actually move around really easily. You don't have to like really hold it. So this is what the bottom part looks like here, if you guys can see. So this part where you guys insert it in. And then this is what the bottom part looks like here, the wheels that you guys can move around. And this is where it's plugging the cable there. So like I mentioned, I believe this unit, you guys can use it wireless as well for the product, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much everything in terms of what we do get here. So let me move the box to one side and let's assemble it and see what it looks like after. All right, so right here is the user manual to teach you guys how to install the unit. Seems pretty straightforward. So it looks like you guys will need to use your own screwdriver to screw on this part right here on the bottom to hold it in place using the 4 screws that's on here. So I'm assuming these are the screws that you guys want to put it on there. And then you guys want to insert the back part of the screen on there together and then set it all up. And you guys can see right here in the back part right here. So all the instruction is provided for you guys and it's pretty straightforward. So let's start assembling it and see how it looks like. All right, so the very first thing I want to install is the bottom part here. So let's move this over right here. And all I want to do is just screw on the bottom part right here. So let's take out the screws right here. There should be a total of 4 of them for you guys to screw it in. And make sure it goes in correctly when you guys do install it. It should only fit one way. Once you guys got it in, then you guys screw it in. I think we need to angle the height up just a little bit to make sure it fits all the way in. All right, one fell off. I think there might be a chance that we might have to use another screw that can help us screw it in. Or maybe it's the angle or something. Let me try to move this over here. That way I get a better angle to screw it in. All right, let me get another screw because you guys don't want to strip it. And if you guys are curious about what kind of screw I'm using, it's pretty much this one right here from Hodo. It's an electric screw that you guys can use with a little light on there, which is pretty cool. But I'm gonna go back to the manual one here from Husky. Sometimes when it gets too tight, you guys have to use like a manual one here to make it more tight and more secure. Otherwise, if you guys use the other one that's electric, it can strip it sometime. All right, so that should be good. So we just finished setting up the stand part right here. So now we can put this down on the ground like this. And it's a lot easier now that we set it up. So now you guys can move it from one place to another, which is pretty cool. And for the next step after this one, let me take a look at this here. The next step after this is for us to, there's a power plug here. So this one, you guys, I guess you guys want to wrap around the bottom somehow. So I'll tell you guys to wrap around the bottom so that way you guys can stick it into the back of the screen right here when you guys do set it up. And there's gonna be one screw that you guys wanna screw the cable on there for step 3 right here, if you guys can see. So let's assemble that part right here and see how to do that. All right, so you guys want to take off this tape right here on top. And let's move this part right here onto the bottom so that way you guys can tape it in according to the instruction. They mentioned how you want to twist this back part right here. There's a little part for you guys to screw it into the back part, I guess. Later on, that's probably where the screw is gonna be to hold in place, from what I understand looking at the photo. So from what I understand is that you don't want it to be on the top, you just want it to be on the bottom right here when you guys screw it in. And then you guys can actually put this on top, I believe, for the mount. So when you guys mount it, you guys want to make sure to put it on the correct side. Just look at where the words are, upside down or whatever. So you guys want to mount this onto the back part right here like this, I believe. Let me make sure I'm setting up this correctly. Yes, so fit it into the hole in the back right here. So once you guys kind of clip it on there, then you guys can plug it in cable to gain power on there. So let me set that up first and show you guys what it looks like after. All right, so I got it in. So initially I actually did something wrong, which is to snap it in before plugging the cable here, if you can see. So you don't have to worry about that. If that does happen to you guys, just like how it happened to me, there's a little button right here that you guys can press to release it. And that makes it easier as well for you guys when you guys start moving or something and you guys need to disassemble it. Pretty easy, just press on this little part right here on the bottom for you guys to release it. So that's pretty cool. So once you guys finish that part, then you guys can pretty much screw this part in right here using that single screw that's provided for you guys. Then I think you guys can put this together and then, yeah, that's pretty much all you guys need to do and it's all ready for you guys to start using it by plugging cable and everything. So let me snap this on as well and show you guys what the final part looks like once we plug it all in. All right, so I just screwed in this part right here. And then what I'm gonna do now is to put this cover on top right here. I think you're supposed to push it to snap it in to fit in place because there's 2 circle part right here for it to match. Probably easier if I use 2 hands, but that's pretty much what it looks like here once you guys do assemble it there. And I think there's a holder for the remote or something, so let me set that up as well and show you guys what the final part looks like once we're done. All right, so I just have it all plugged in now. So I'm gonna put in the battery inside right here as well, so that we can use this on here. Maybe it should turn on soon, we'll see. Maybe I have to press the power button to activate it, but it's fine if it doesn't, because I have to show you guys what's on here as well first. So remote control. Need to put the batteries inside in the back part right here, but this is what the remote control looks like here, you see. Let's take out the batteries inside. All right, put this inside here, and this one inside here. Close it back up, and let's turn it on. Let's see what happens. So it turns on, if you can see, WebOS. So what's cool about this one right here is the fact that I think they have this mobile thing that you guys can just put on the back part right here, and it is magnetic as well, which is nice. But I think what it's for, maybe it's for remote or maybe for your phone. Maybe you put your phone on there, but I think if you guys put your remote control on here, it should work as well. Just like that or something if you guys want to. But it's like mobile cradle, so maybe you can put your phone on there. And then this part right here, not sure if it's put anywhere else. So let's turn up the volume here.
Volume 16, 21, 26, 32, 36, 60, 85, 100.
So the volume can get pretty loud, but you guys can pretty much connect it using your mobile device, or you guys can use it for a device on here. So I think you guys will have to download the LG DIN app if you guys use mobile.
Device.
Let's turn on the volume.
95.
Let's do it halfway for
71. Now. Volume.
Don't want to turn
60,
too loud.
58.
All right.
Audio guidance is currently turned on to assist the visually impaired.
So you just have to scan that and set it all up. So let me set it up first and see what to do next. All right, so we're currently connecting it onto the phone, if you can see right here. So it might take a couple of minutes on here, but this is what the unit looks like here once you guys have it all set up. So telling me to continue the setting on here or setup process on the app. So let me continue on that at first. All right, so we're all done. Oh, I guess depending on what you guys are planning to use on here, then you guys can download that. I think you guys can probably download more apps on here as well. So let's see what's on here really quick. So Prime Video, Sling. You guys control the edge gesture or multi-touch gesture. All right, so we got all that here. So there's all these other apps here that you guys can download as well. So there's gonna be YouTube TV. So you guys can download whatever you guys want on here. Let me see if they have Netflix as well. Let's see, don't see Netflix on here. There's Peacock, there's YouTube TV. Yeah, I don't see Netflix, so that's pretty interesting. Maybe in the future they might add it, but for right now, YouTube TV for sure. There's Peacock, Prime TV, Prime Video, Disney Plus. So I can sign up for all of that in a second because I do have an account for those. Here's Netflix. So they do have Netflix, that's good. So I'm not sure why they're in a separate area right here. They have Hulu, they have YouTube, so I definitely want to download YouTube as well. I'm surprised they don't have these already on here for you guys to download, that's pre-download on here. That's kind of a bummer that you have to do it manually, but I guess it gives you guys more option to select whatever you guys want. So Hulu, I have Hulu as well, so I do want to download that. They have Crunchyroll, so people who want to watch anime and stuff, they definitely have all that as well on here as well. So I think I'm gonna sign up to some of these accounts first to show you guys what's on here, but before we do, let me turn this part around to show you guys what's on here as well. So let's just turn this part right here, rotate it. So they do have the buttons right here for you guys to use, plus, minus, and power button here. Bottom part right here, we do have the option for you guys to insert something there. So there is the HDMI option there as well for you guys to use, and I think a USB. So maybe if you guys want to plug in like your own Fire TV stick, you guys can do that as well, which is pretty cool. And HDMI if you guys want to project something from a computer or something. And then right here is the NFC tag that you guys can use. And this is what it looks like in the back part right here for this part. And you guys are more than welcome to actually lift this up or bring it up and down as well, which is pretty cool. And I think they have a little protection part here, but I'll just leave it on, so just in case if I scratch or anything, I don't have to worry about that in the future. But you can definitely raise it up and down, which is pretty cool. You can see right here, and turn it left and right as well. And I'm not exactly sure if this thing is actually wireless on here. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm gonna leave it charging first, and I'm gonna do a little bit more research to make sure it's wireless or not. If it is wireless, that's pretty cool, so that way you bring it around to different places. Otherwise, you have to keep it plugged in. But let me, like I said, let me connect it on the app first and show you guys what it looks like when we play something on here. All right, so I just finished setting it up. So it took me some time to kind of connect it and pair it all to some of the apps that I have. So this is pretty much what the screen looks like here. So let me actually bring it a little bit closer to show you guys what it looks like from up close, because I want to show you some stuff as well. So the couple things that I found out about this unit here is the fact that yes, it is wireless, so you guys can definitely use it wireless if you guys want. Just make sure it's fully charged when you guys do charge it up. They mention on one full charge, when you guys do let it fully charge, it can last up to around maybe 3 hours of usage on here, if you can see right here. But you definitely use AirPlay, you guys can use HDMI, USB options, so very high quality technology on here. But it's YouTube TV, Prime Video, Netflix, YouTube, everything that I have here connected on here. So you guys can pretty much use any of those options. And I think it is touchscreen as well. So if you guys do tap on it, it does work. So it's pretty cool. So you guys can pretty much watch whatever you guys want on here. Let's say, for example, if I want to watch like a random video on here, swipe it up and down because it is touchscreen, which is pretty cool. And when you guys are ready to watch a video, just tap on something. For example, if I tap right here, it starts playing. So it's pretty high quality, especially for 1080p. And the audio on here is pretty good as well. But if you guys want to connect this on to, I think, Bluetooth, if you guys want to connect this on Bluetooth, you guys can maybe go in the setting page or something on here. So you guys can definitely connect on Bluetooth here if you can see. So if you guys have any Bluetooth devices connected on here when you guys do use it. So you can use wireless speakers or internal speaker when you guys do use it. And obviously you can do the normal stuff to control the brightness and everything else on here as well. But you guys can see the quality on here definitely looks pretty good for what you guys do get. So I'm pretty impressed for the unit here so far. But touchscreen is pretty cool, so you don't actually need the remote to control it. And what's also cool about this unit on here as well, when you guys look at the remote, they actually have built-in Netflix, Disney Plus, and Prime Video on here already. So it's pretty neat. So you don't have to actually go to the option on here to select it, but you still have to do it for YouTube. They have mute option as well, and all the other options here for the setting button here, so you guys can control it on here on the unit. But since it is touchscreen, you don't have to worry about that. So it's just press right here to start playing. Pretty cool. So the overall unit itself, if you guys can see, it looks pretty cool if you guys can see. And the speaker itself, it can get pretty loud, but it's not gonna be like super high quality in terms of the bass and whatnot, so just keep that in mind. If you guys want bass and everything, just connect it onto your own speakers. That's what I'm planning to do. So now that I know that the unit itself can be wireless, connected and everything, I'm probably gonna have one of these connected in one of my rooms and just watch TV when I wake up or something, or just stay in my bed and just relax. And probably leave one of these in the kitchen as well, so that way I can watch TV on here as well, since it is wireless as well for you guys to use. Maybe I might get one more of these. If not, I can probably get one, wait for the new one, because there is a 4K option as well, so I'm curious about what that one looks like, since this one's pretty cool. Then you guys have the roller wheels as well, super compact design in terms of what you guys do get for the unit. Really impressed in terms of what you do get for this product. And just to prove to you guys that it does work, I'm gonna unplug the cable right here, even though it's not fully charged right now, just to show you guys that it will stay on even when you guys do unplug the cable. So I just unplugged it here, if you can see. And now I can move it around from one place to another if I do want to, but you can see the screen itself still works. So really cool product overall, and highly recommend getting one of these if you guys are interested, or if you guys want one that's a portable TV that you guys can connect on app and everything to use. And pretty big screen itself. You guys to look at it, it's 20. I think this was 27 inch or so it's pretty awesome. Oh, and one more thing that I forgot to mention for this unit on here earlier, I forgot to mention this, but you guys can actually rotate it as well to a different angle like this. So you guys can use it vertically or you guys can use it horizontally, which is pretty cool. So feel free to adjust it how you guys want. You can pretty much turn 360 on here, which is pretty neat when you guys use product. So a lot of different positions for you guys to set the unit on here when you guys use it and see.